Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Katie. These are my Leave Diaries. Welcome back. Tonight I'll be reviewing a new cigar. I'll be talking about my experiences in Bulgaria, about my experiences from organizing my first in-person event in London in partnership with Number 11 Cigars. And I'm also going to talk to you about my group and some new plans coming up very, very soon. So it's going to be super exciting. Cannot wait for the new year, to be honest. I wanted to do an event for my cigar group, for my community, a little get together in London in December, but unfortunately everyone's busy. So we collectively decided that I'm going to organize something for January when everything has been settled down and people have a little bit more time on their hands to enjoy a very nice Cuban cigar. Without further ado, tonight I'll be reviewing the Diplomáticos El Emisario Edición Regional Suiza, or regional edition for Switzerland. This cigar is quite special. I've tried to source it myself for quite a while, ever since it came out in February of this year. Well, some say it's not that difficult to find, others say that it's not very easy to find. I found it very difficult to find. Luckily, one of the guys in my cigar group, Benjamin, if you're watching this, thank you very much for your help, managed to source this single cigar for me. So we exchanged cigars. I gave him a very nice King of the North from my collection. He gave me one of his. In order for me to be able to review it. These are still, if memory serves, current production, so they're not yet finished, but very limited quantities. They're not always available in Switzerland. I mean, to be honest with you, this is such a common theme nowadays with Habanos that I'm not surprised at all. Same in Italy with the Lacuna, same with the Podium in France, same with the Grandes, the Diplomático Grandes in Germany. Pretty much everywhere we have the same situation with regionals. But at the same time, this is what makes them very exciting to hunt and to find and to add to your collection. The fact that they're not very easy to find. If they were, I don't know, Hoyo Epicure number 2, and you can just go to the next shop and buy a box or buy a few, that would have been too easy, I'd say. So I'm gonna cut light and start smoking. I'm gonna pour myself a very nice glass of something new again that I haven't tried, which is coming as a recommendation from a very dear friend of mine, Ben. If you're watching this one is on you, my friend. You recommended it, I got it straight away. This is a rum agricole extra. So it is a special kind of rum. I don't know much about this rum. I just know that it's French, and I know that a very good friend of mine recommended it, and I trust him implicitly. So I ordered a bottle straight away. So I'm going to be pairing this with that. So let's get to cutting, lighting, and smoking, ladies and gents. So we have it cut and lit, and now we're going to enjoy it. Now that we've got our cigar in place, it's only fair that we pour ourselves a nice glass of this specially recommended rum and see what all the fuss is about. Now, I was warned, it's 43%, so not bad, but I was warned that I need to take it slow. Apparently it's a dangerous bit of drip. So we'll have a look about what we're dealing with, essentially. Oh, interesting. I love the sound of popping cork. I've got my tasting glass today, as I'm tasting something for the first time. Yeah, I think this will do me nicely for tonight. It's quite rich. Wow. This is very interesting. The reason why I'm saying it's very interesting is it has a lot of notes that remind me of a Scotch. I don't think I've ever had rum like this. Wow, amazing. Let's see with the cigar. It's just singing. Amazing pairing. Medium body, Diplomático El Emisario. Very smooth, very flavorsome. Really nice cigar. Typical Diplomático, very cedary, very woody, very nutty, and there is a bit of a hint of cocoa, but I'm not sure if the cocoa is not coming from here or from here. But I definitely am getting some cocoa from the puffs. A bit harsh on the retrohale from the get-go. Which basically tells me it could have done better probably with another year or two in the humidor. I was just super excited to try it, so I didn't give it enough time. But I'll come back to the cigar in a minute. I wanted to mention a few things about my cigar group and the cigar events that I've been doing up until now. So I wanted to mention a little bit about my cigar group. I have about 70, 80 people roughly in the cigar group. The number goes up and down depending on who's active and who's not. People that are inactive, unfortunately, are removed from the group because I'm working on building a striving and healthy and, striving and healthy, an active community where people help each other. Now, this is not a cigar group to buy cigars, find cigars, trade cigars, sell cigars. Anyone that does that is automatically removed. The group is more about building a community, building a place where people can share their thoughts about their experiences with New World and Cuban cigars, a place where people can organize get-togethers. This is what I do as owner of the group. I organize get-togethers. I organize monthly virtual events or virtual herbs over Microsoft Teams, which are open to people from my group and people outside of my group. I publish them on my website, kdld.co.uk. And if you're interested, you're more than welcome to join the group. Everyone that is in the group knows that I'm most active in the group, and as I keep saying in all of my videos, I'm there pretty much every day for a big chunk of the day. I post cigar tips, my cigar experiences. I post history facts about Habanos and cigars in general. We have lengthy discussions around things like does plume exist or is it all mold? Those of you that follow me know that my opinion, personal opinion, there is no such thing as plume. It's all mold. But anyway, I also do some raffles for cigar accessories, cutters, lighters, ashtrays, etc. Cigar cases. So it's quite a nice place and people tend to come and unwind and share their experiences. So that's it about my cigar group, and I've mentioned it in quite a few videos, but I think it's important to keep mentioning it because this is for the new people that have just seen the video of KD for the first time and don't know about it or haven't watched all of my videos. Also, any event that I attend or any event that I organized will get published there first. As soon as I find about the event, even if it's not public knowledge, I'll hint. If I'm allowed to, I'll hint. If I'm not, I'll try and give some signs about, save this date, I've got something in mind, rather than telling them what's going on. But they do have a notion about things happening or coming up. All of my personal in-person events, the events abroad in Bulgaria, I'm hoping to do more events next year in Luxembourg, in France, in Andorra potentially, another 2 events in Bulgaria, hopefully. So I've got quite a lot of plans for next year in terms of event organization and weekends away with the boys. So if you're interested in something like that, please feel free to join my group and take full advantage. Everyone in the group is super nice, super polite. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. As for the events, so I attended the Bolivar Regentes event from Kaliman Caribe on the 15th of November. I've already posted the video, but just wanted to mention a few words about the event. It was sensational. There was a lot of feedback that it was a bit overcrowded, apparently too many people for the amount of space that was available at the venue. Yes and no. It was crowdy, but at the same time it was a cocktail bar evening. No one was sitting down. It was tall chairs and tall high tables. This gave encouragement to all attendees to dance, to enjoy, and to the fullest, etc. Kaliman Caribe also managed to get a Habanos Torcedoro, who was basically rolling cigars all evening for us, which was an amazing experience. The bar and the cocktails were sensational. The bartenders were sensational. The entertainment was on point, and in true Kaliman Caribe fashion, we were allowed the opportunity to buy 1 box each of the Bolivar Regentes on a much better price than what it is in the UK, I must say again, which was very gracious and generous of them. They also had a few very expensive humidors on sale, which were also available. Not all of them, but some of them were available to the attendees. So in general, it was an amazing evening from Kaliman Caribe, as always. We then proceeded to a very interesting whiskey bar with a bunch of friends. I had some guests from New York. I got guests from Israel. We met everyone with the guys from Bulgaria, from Sofia. Went to a nice whiskey bar. I was super excited because it had 200 whiskeys on the menu. It was really difficult to pick what to drink. So that went on up until about 3:30 in the morning, and by the time we went back home, it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. Following day, we went to Cohiba Atmosphere Bar. We enjoyed throughout the afternoon in Cohiba Atmosphere Sofia. Very thankful for the hospitality of the people, of the staff at Sofia, Cohiba Atmosphere Sofia. And from there we went to a really nice Sky bar with a few friends up until late, and that was amazing. And then Sunday we had a few coffees and everyone was heading off to the airport as and when the flights were arriving. So that was the weekend in Bulgaria. It was quite spectacular, very enjoyable, really nice to meet in person for the first time. Mike from New York, Gabi from Israel, and all the boys from Bulgaria. It was really, really nice. So from there, the next task was to make sure that the event on the 15th of November, in partnership with Number 11 Cigars, was a success, which it was. We were greeted with a nice champagne reception in a stately room. We had a presentation from Tony from Number 11 Cigars. The video actually just went live tonight. Tonight is a Tuesday. 3rd of December. So 8 o'clock in the evening it went live. So you can go and check that on my YouTube channel. We had the presentation, the champagne reception. From there we moved on to the lounge. We had a pyramid. So I advertised the event as a premium Robusto cigar with free-flowing number 11 rum. But at the 11th hour, we decided with number 11 that it would be a better option to go with a pyramid, a larger Vitola. We could enjoy it longer. It was about a 4 or 5 hour event, so it was a lot better to have a pyramid than a Robusto. Robusto would have gone a lot quicker. After the presentation, like I said, we headed out to the lounge. We had some rum. We lit up the cigar, which was sensational. The rum was spectacular. Everyone enjoyed the rum. We went through quite a few bottles. There was quite a few of us as well. We stayed until 11:30 in the evening, and then everyone headed home. Everyone enjoyed the evening. Everyone was super grateful. I am humbled by everyone that came in. I'm very grateful for the support that everyone showed up. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to have everyone back in the next event and host people and kind of help people enjoy and relax whilst having a nice cigar and a nice drink. In fact, the rum was so good and the cigars were so good. I called Tony the next day and I asked him to send me 2 bottles of rum and more cigars, for which I'm paying. These are not gifts, they're just that good. I wanted to buy more. Really, really good. The rum was sensational. I can't stress this enough. Really, really good rum. So yeah, this is basically what's been going on in KD's world the last probably month, roughly, because I haven't posted the review for a while. I've been traveling, obviously I've been organizing and I've been working. I've got my day job to take care of. So this is the first one in quite a long time, I'm sorry to say. I'm going to continue doing these reviews and these videos a lot more often in the future. So don't worry, just stay tuned. Now, I've been talking a bit too much and not telling you more about the cigar. So as I mentioned, it's very nutty, very woody in the first third. It's now starting to develop a little bit more in terms of flavor wise. A lot more earthier now, a bit leathery, and there is a hint of pepper as well, which I find quite interesting. But the rum, is weird. I don't know if this is made from malt, but it definitely tastes a little bit like malt. And the aroma is super rich. Oaky, malty type aromas are coming through. Oh, sweet, almost like nougat. Like, I don't know if you've tried nougat, but it almost has like that sort of taste. A lot of dry fruit, very malty for some reason, like it's made of malt. I need to research and find out if it's actually made of malt or not. Also very nice finish, spicy finish on the back of the throat, a bit peppery, which kind of is interesting pairing with the pepperiness of the cigar. This is by no means peppery in the sense of New World peppery, but it's still a little bit peppery. Now on to the next year. Next year I'm planning to do a little get together in January. People are quite busy over the December period, which is quite understanding. Obviously they want to spend some time with their family, which is absolutely fine. I did probe the group to ask them whether they want to do a December meetup or January. It came back with mixed messages, but I think I'll just do a January meetup. I just need to figure out how I'm going to do it in terms of venue, because the venues in the UK are notoriously difficult. But I'll figure something out. I really want to do a get together with the group, probably about 10 of us, getting together and doing an in-person event. and from there I'm going to start talking to various people and start planning 2025 in terms of in-person events abroad. Some of you who live in the UK won't be surprised to find out abroad, especially in places like Spain, Portugal, Bulgaria, Greece, Cyprus, France, and the list goes on. It's a lot easier in terms of rules on where you can and cannot smoke to organize something like that. In the UK, the government, for those of you that follow what's going on with the government, are tightening up the rules even more. Soon we might not be able to even smoke in pub gardens, which is not amazing. I'm definitely not looking forward to it, but I mean, it is what it is. Hence why I'm looking outwards. I'm looking abroad. I think it works really nice because it's a weekend away, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's 2 nights, 3 days, and I've tested the recipe a few times and it tends to work really, really well. So stay tuned. Definitely keep an eye on my website, kdld.co.uk. I've got an amazing blog. I'm writing a lot of posts there. I'm including my YouTube videos in the posts as well. And soon I'm going to start introducing some new things. I've got a global cigar map of places where I've visited or people from my group have visited and have actually recommended. You won't find a shop or a lounge in my global map that's not being checked out. This is not me Googling and just putting addresses there. This is actual recommendations from people that have actually attended and have had a nice experience. So once you try or see something on my global map, you can be 99% sure that you're gonna have a good experience. Yeah, so the cigar is going down nicely, really smooth. There's slight harshness just at the back of the throat, but very typical Diplomático flavors. I like it, it's not bad. A lot of people had a lot of criticism about the cigar. Apparently it wasn't balanced well, the blend wasn't smooth enough, wasn't mature enough, well enough. People like to criticize. I also like to criticize when there is a real reason to criticize. I don't think there is a real reason to criticize this cigar. Not much to complain about, apart from the fact they're difficult to find. If they were easier to source, zero complaints. It's definitely a medium cigar. It has a bit of a punch, not too much. Rock hard medium, definitely not medium full, medium cigar. Very woody, earthy, like I said, very cedary. And as I go through the cigar, a lot more spiciness coming out, a lot more pepperiness coming out. By the way, now I know why Ben told me to be careful and take my time with this. This had a bit of a bite. It's only 43%, but it's strong. Definitely not one to underestimate. It's quite a powerful drink. What is very interesting about the cigar is that the more I smoke it, the more I go to the last third. Usually the pepperiness comes out in the last third. This cigar, midway, it started showing signs of pepperiness and spiciness, and now it's starting to kind of come up with some creaminess, some sweetness as well, which I really enjoy. It's really strange. Even the retrohale is now smooth. Wow, I'm very surprised. Every other cigar, this is past midpoint. Retrohale will be harsh. This was harsh in the beginning, and now it's becoming a bit smoother. Strange, but I'm not complaining. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention is, do let me know if you've got any questions in the comment section below. Give me any suggestions, ask for any cigars that you would like me to review, as long as I've got them in my humidor or I can find them. I'm more than happy to help out and do the review. Or if you've got a cigar in your humidor that you want me to review, reach out and I'm more than happy to trade. Same way I traded with Benjamin. He sent me this, I sent him a King of the North Ramon Aliones Nordico Baltico. This helps me review more, and it helps you try something from my collection that you potentially don't have. I think it's a good way for us to share. Yeah, it's becoming very creamy now. Very, very creamy, which is quite nice. Definitely enjoying it. So I'll smoke a little bit and I'll come back. I'll try and come back by the end. I promised a friend of mine from Bulgaria that I'm going to start doing the reviews, start to finish on the cigar. At least I'll try. I can't promise I'll have the time or the patience to do so on every single review, but I'll try and do it with this one. So I'll come back in a little bit. Okay, ladies and gents, I'm back. Final stretch of the cigar now. A lot smoother, a lot of cream coming out. I'm kind of lost for words, if I have to be honest. I wasn't expecting at the end of the cigar to get the smoothness and the creaminess that I usually get in the beginning of the cigar, but there you go. Interesting blend, interesting construction. Construction-wise, it's been very nice. So yeah, overall very much enjoyable. I realized that from all that blabbery about what I've been doing, why I've not been doing enough videos, all of the event talk, the group talk, I actually forgot to tell you about the cigar itself. Apologies. So, again, this is the Diplomático El Emisario Regional Suiza, or Switzerland, Edición Regional Suiza. This is Vitola de Galera Gordito con tumbada cabeza, or 109 cap, the infamous 109 cap. The reason why I'm saying it's infamous because very few cigars have the 109 cap, or the cabeza tombada. Basically, this has the round cap of the pareo, as well as the pointy kind of end of the belicosos, which makes it quite unique and very much enjoyable. Here's a Gordito Vitola. It's 50 by 141 millimeters in terms of size of the cigar. This was a regional edition from the class of 2021 from the Habanos program, exclusive for Inter Tabac AG in Switzerland. The release event was on the 5th of February, which was amazing. The entrance to the event was 250 Swiss francs. Unfortunately, by the time I figure out that there is a launch event, it was sold out. Very similar to the H. Upmann Magnum Finite, H. Upmann Magnum Finite, which happened in Spain, which we found out about is the moment everything was sold out, so we couldn't attend. But it hit the stores on the 6th of February of this year, all around Switzerland, exclusive in La Casa del Habano edition stores. I've spoken about the difference between the different tobacconist levels. You know, you've got your regular tobacconist, the Habano specialists, and then the La Casa del Habano stores. So this was exclusive from the 6th to the 13th of February. On the 13th of February, Inter Tabac started stocking up all of the other tobacconists, unfortunately in extremely limited quantity. So they were selling single cigars only. Later on they started selling on full boxes, but again, to hand-picked customers, and it was very difficult to find. Hence why this is the only cigar that I've ever had, and I don't know if I'm gonna have more. But yeah, it was very difficult to find. Now, this is a 15,000 box, 15,000 dress boxes of 10 edition. So 150,000 cigars. So it's not really a small batch. It's quite a large batch. I don't know if they're going to continue selling in 2025. I'm hoping that Habanos is going to start shipping more cigars to Intertabac, although highly unlikely because of the reduced number of cigars that Habanos started sending to Intertabac. Actually, Switzerland was the first country to start receiving less cigars by 20 or 25% in April, and then they started reducing even more. The difference went to places like Spain and Tabacalera, which is 100% owned by Habanos. This is a new Habanos policy that was introduced in March of this year, where they started sending, or said they will start sending less cigars, 25% of per month, and then increasing from 25 to 30 to 35 up until 50%. At the moment they start sending 50% less, they're gonna level there. The surplus cigars that are not getting to Intertabac in countries like Intertabac will be sent to other countries where the distributor is 100% owned by Habanos. Unfortunate about countries like that. Caliman Caribe, my home distributor, is also one of these distributors. Hunters and Francao is one of these distributors. I don't think we've seen drastic reduction in quantities yet, and long may it continue. I don't know until when. Now, usually, usually Habanos pick the names of the regional editions carefully, or work in collaboration with the distributors to come up with the name of the Vitola. This, for example, La Gloria Cubana Via Balcanica for Bulgaria, El Rey del Mundo Gran Marshal Balkani for the Balkans, Bolivar 681, which was the first ever regional edition for Bulgaria, 681 because in 681 was the first Bulgarian government, first Bulgarian country formed. Many people don't know Bulgaria is an extremely old country, first established in 681. Now, El Emisario doesn't have a publicly mentioned reason why they came up with that name. I did a lot of digging, a lot of research. I checked all of the books. I've checked the El Habano Moderno second edition, which I received this year. The cigar is there. It doesn't have a mentioning as to why they named it El Emisario. Now, El Emisario, translated from Spanish, means messenger or emissary. This is my 2 pennies worth. I think they might have called that this as a tip-off to the extremely well-known diplomatic capabilities in Switzerland, and the fact that they've remained neutral throughout history in any conflict. And they also act as a conduit to bring 2 conflicting powers to the table to start talking and find a diplomatic solution. So I think El Emisario has to do with something along those lines. But I don't know. If anyone's watching from Habanos, I would really love if you can reach out to me or leave a comment below. Let me know why you called it El Emisario. Final thoughts about the cigar. I think it's a good cigar. I was pleasantly surprised with the blend and how it developed. But there is a but. There was a lot of harshness in the beginning. I think it needs more time. I think it needs more sleep in the humidor. Price-wise, at 38 francs, and it's probably going to be more now because obviously secondary markets has to be taken into account. The fact that you can't find it, people usually source it from secondary markets or from auction houses. You're going to end up paying, I'm assuming, more than 38 francs per cigar. If I have to do a comparison between the El Emisario and some other recent regional, that is roughly in the same price range, You probably might guess where I'm going with this. Doesn't come even close, I'm sorry to say. I never like to badmouth a Habano Puro because I love them all. The cigar is great. I'm not taking anything away from the cigar. I'm just talking about price versus value. For those of you who haven't watched my La Gloria Cubana podium, and I know what you guys are gonna say, you are super buyers, favorite brand La Gloria Cubana. No. Find this cigar, find the podium, smoke both of them, and you let me know what you think. The podium came out this year, later this year. It was summertime around the Olympic Games. Again, another extremely difficult cigar to find, priced at €40 per cigar. It's just a different league. It's just, I can't sugarcoat it. It's a completely different league. La Gloria Cubana is amazing. It doesn't need aging. It's sensational, perfect in every single way from start to finish. At least I've only smoked one cigar. I've gifted quite a few up until now. I've only smoked one. I'm gonna light another one next week during my birthday week. I've lined up quite a few special cigars for next week. Podium is gonna be one of them, 100% guaranteed. I mean, it doesn't even come close. There's nothing special that will hit me in the face and go, wow. Really good, really creamy, you know, standard woodiness, creaminess, sweetness at the end. In the beginning, a little bit of nuttiness. Good cigar, but for the price, I don't know. If I have to spend €400 on a box of cigars, I'm buying a La Gloria Cubana podium. No two ways about it. I'm sorry to say. Great cigar, really nice. Price is too high. My personal opinion, I would price this cigar around the €25. €30 at a push. 38, €40 for this cigar? No, I don't think I'll be spending, even if I get the opportunity to buy them at €400 for a box, I don't think I'll be spending that amount of money on the Diplomáticos El Emisario. I'll probably, if I can find more boxes of La Gloria Cubana podium, I'm buying more podium for sure. But if I can't, and this comes to fruition in terms of I get an opportunity to buy a box of these, and you know, I've got money kicking around and I can't find anything else better, I'm definitely going to buy this as well. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that I wouldn't buy it, but it just means that there are better options available currently from Habanos in this price range. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I've said it too many times, so I'm not going to say anything else. The finish is better than how it started, so I'm enjoying a lot more the final third than I enjoyed the rest of the cigar. I think this is weird, but it is what it is. Definitely nice though at the end. So guys, please do let me know what you would like me to review next. If you want me to talk about a particular subject, if there is anything else that you would like to find out, I'm more than happy to do a video or write a blog post on my website. More than happy to talk about a particular subject if you want to join any of my virtual HERFs. My next virtual HERF is next week on Friday, December the 13th. There's people already RSVPing on the invite on the website, which I'm very glad and happy to see. Predominantly people from my group, although I advertise the virtual HERFs pretty much in every single video I do. Majority are from my group, so I'll very much love to see people who are not in my group RSVPing and joining the virtual HERFs. They're super relaxed. Usually they start around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening UK time. Every second Friday of the month. They last sometimes until midnight. Sometimes they last 2-3 hours. It really depends on the audience. Really depends on how many people we've got on the call and how the conversation goes. You know, different people have different obligations on a Friday evening. So it really depends, but all of the guys that are joining are really nice guys. Everyone has a story to tell. Everyone has an interesting conversation to spin up. We talk about everything, obviously predominantly cigars, but everything else you can imagine. So it's quite a loose kind of meeting. It's not an official event. It's not, you know, there is no particular format. We just join. We talk about what we're gonna smoke. We talk about what we're gonna drink. We then go and get our cigars, cut, light, start smoking, and kick off a conversation. It's really that easy. It's really that smooth. So if you're interested in a nice conversation on a Friday evening when you're tired or just want to wind down, that's the event for you. And I'll probably need to rename it to KD Leaf Diaries Wind Down of the Evening or of the Month, I don't know. But hey, I've spoken quite a lot this evening. Thank you very much for your patience in listening to my chit chat and blabber. I hope you guys have a great evening ahead. I hope you guys have a great week ahead. And I'll catch you in the next one. Please don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe, and all that social media good stuff. I'll leave the links to all of my social media here as usual. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, TikTok. Feel free to join my Telegram group. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to comment, please. Get engaged, get a conversation going. I reply to pretty much every single comment I receive because I want to make sure that I've got an engaged audience. So yeah, that's pretty much from me, guys. I'm Katie. These were my Leaf Diaries. Enjoy your week, ladies and gents, and I'll catch you in the next video.